Hello, I'm Kutala and welcome to my yoga class. Today I'll be guiding you through a couple of postures that will help you feel more connected with your body. And before we begin, you can bring in any props that will help you feel supported through this class. That can be yoga blocks, a strap, and a blanket or a pillow, just like me, that you can sit on. And when you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. Bring your hands to touch your body. One hand can touch your chest and one hand touch your belly. Just feel your breath as your chest lifts and your belly to inhale and exhale. Take 2 more breaths. And I recommend that you set an intention for this class. If you didn't think about an intention, maybe repeat these words after me. I open my heart to explore the wisdom inherent within my body. I recognize that I'm not just this body, but the embodiment of aliveness itself. During the sadhana, I'll be totally present in my body and in the light of consciousness. Take 1 more deep breath, and as you exhale, exhale with your mouth open. And you can bring your palms back down to your knees and soften your gaze, open your eyes, and when you're ready, you can bring your eyes back to the screen. And we're gonna start with warming up our body. We're gonna do a couple of sun breaths. So to begin, inhale and lift your arms up. Lengthen your spine and soften your shoulders. And exhale, bring your hands back down. Inhale up, lengthen, and exhale, bring the arms back down. We're going to repeat a couple of more times here, and you're welcome to do it at your own pace. And your next inhale, bring your arms back down and bring them back to your knees, palms facing down. And inhale, shift your gaze up and open your chest as you bring it forward. And exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. We're going to repeat a couple of more times here. Inhale, shift your gaze up, chest lifting. And exhale, chin touching chest and round your spine. Inhale, repeat 3 more times at your own pace. And on your next inhale, come to a tabletop position. Hands below your shoulders and knees below your hips. And from here, we're gonna do hip opening knee circles. Inhale, bring your left knee up and start to do circles in any direction. You can make the circles as wide as you want and as is comfortable. And 2 more here at your own pace. You can change the direction. And when you're ready, you can bring the knee back down. And then we're going to do it on the other side. And just to show you this other side, inhale, bring your knee up and start circling. The circles can be as big as you need them to be. You can start in any direction. And keep breathing. And when you're ready, you can change directions. And you can bring your knee back down. And from here, you're gonna bring your right foot in between your hands into a lunge, and you can shift your left knee back a bit, adjust accordingly to what is comfortable to you. And from here, we're gonna do arm circles. So shift your weight to your left hand and inhale, bring your right hand up, and you can start to do big circles. Breathe in and out through your nose. And we can change the direction. And bring your hand back down. Bring your right leg back into table position. And you can change sides. And I'll turn again so that you can see. From here, you can bring your left foot in between your hands and adjust accordingly. And then when you're ready, you can shift your weight into your right hand this time, and on your inhale, bring the left hand up, and we can start to do the circles. Breathe in and out through your nose. And you can change the direction. And then from here, tuck your toes under on your right leg, or the leg that's at the back, and press against the ground as you lift your right knee. And from here, you can hop back into the front of your mat, and you can come to a standing position. And actually, you can maybe come to the center of your mat and face the long side of your mat, or stand wherever is going to be more comfortable, and make sure that you have enough space that your hands don't bump to the wall or anything against the movement that we're about to do. So when you're ready, you can start to shift your weight to one leg at a time and twist and let go of your hands. Let them move to the direction that you're swinging, and just do it exactly this way. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. You can even shift your head to look at the back as you twist this way. And when you're ready, you can start to slow the movement. And come to a stand mountain pose. And from here, just notice your feet. You can look at them, make sure that they are parallel to each other, facing forward, and maybe lift your toes and spread your toes and put them back down. Maybe shift your weight back and forth between the soles of your feet, and find a nice soft knees. And on an inhale, swift your arms up, interlace your fingers and lift your index finger touching, and then soften your shoulders. Start to shift your weight into your left leg and shift your hips to the left, and let your upper body come to a side stretch on your right side. And in exhale, come back up, lengthen your spine, and we're going to do it again on the same side. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, side stretch. And now we're going to do it on the other side. Lift your spine up and soften your shoulders, soften your knees, and when you're ready, shift your weight to the right leg and shift your hips to the right as well, and let your upper body do a side stretch and your hands shift to the left. Keep everything facing, keep your hips facing on the front and your shoulders as well, nice and squared. And your weight might want to shift on one leg, but make sure that you try to keep a balance of the weight in between both your legs. And we're going to repeat the movement. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, side stretch, and inhale, come back up. And when you're ready, on an exhale, bring your arms back down. And from here, turn to the short end of your mat and Look at your feet again, make sure they are parallel, hip width distance apart, and maybe spread your toes and plant them again on your mat. And from here, bring your hands to your hips and start to bend your knees as you shift your hips back and let them sink. You can go as low as you need to, and once you're comfortable, bring your arms right in front of you, shoulder length. And from here, you can pay attention to your spine, keep it nice and long, relax your shoulders. And take nice organic breaths in and out through your nose. Just feel the burn on your thighs. Release any tension. Notice your shoulders are still relaxed, your spine nice and long. Breathe in and out through your nose. And to release, bring your hands down, maybe to your hips, and push against the floor and come back up. And from here, maybe you can go at the top of your mat, and then from here, you can bring your hands to your hips again, and take your left foot, your left leg to the back of your mat, and from here, keep a nice long spine lifting through your crown, and from here, make sure you can see your toes, and on an inhale, lift your arms up to warrior, and push your heel back to the floor as you lengthen or straighten your left leg. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths, and notice your breath. Allow yourself to feel this posture. And then from here, you can bring your hands down to release, bring them to your waist, and shift your chest forward as you lunge and hop to the front of your mat. And we're gonna do it on the other side. So find a nice standing position, and then with your hands on your waist, we're gonna now hop the right leg back and bend the knee on the left leg. Make sure that you can see your toes here and keep your spine nice and long. Your hips facing forward and your shoulders relaxed. And when you're ready, on an inhale, bring your arms up and from here you can lengthen and straighten the right leg as if your heel is about to touch the floor. And then from here you can hold, breathing nicely in and out through your nose. Spine nice and long, hips facing forward, lifting through the crown. And just notice the burn. How you do everything is how you do everything. What do you do when you are uncomfortable? Do you immediately want to get out of the pose? And from here, you can release, bring your arms back to your waist, shift your chest forward and lunge as you whip to the front of your mat. And from here, you can come to tabletop and from here you can start to lie on your belly and when you lie on your belly, bring your forehead on your mat and your palms on the side of your hips facing down, and bring your toes to touch. Press against the floor. Press your hips against the floor. Press the top of your feet against the floor. And when you're ready, on an inhale, you can lift your chest and come back down. Next time you inhale, lift your chest, lift and pull your feet away from your body until they lift off your mat. Bring your arms up and hold. Engage your core muscles. And release to the floor. We're going to do that one more time. Press your hips against your mat. Press the top of your feet against the mat. Lengthen through your spine and lift your chest up as if someone is pulling your head and someone is pulling your feet. Lift your arms up. Engage your core muscles. release. And from here, bring your hands on the front of the mat and lift up and shift your hips back to your feet and come to a child's pose. And from here, take your hands behind you to interlace. And on an inhale, bring them up. Here you are pulling up and your shoulder blades are close together. And to make this easier on your neck, you're allowed to bring your block so that you can rest your forehead on the block, or you can rest it on your mat. Rest your foot on the mat and hold here. Breathe in and out your nose. Allow all the uncomfortable feelings to come and pass through. And to release when you're ready, bring your hands to the back of your lower back. And let go. Bring them on your side. And breathe. And then from here, you're going to bring your arms overhead and start to lift with your chest. And come to your tabletop position. And when you're ready, you can take your left leg, left knee in between your hands and stretch the right leg to the back and use your hands to maybe shift your foot to meet your right side of the hip. And then from here, you can either bring your forehead down, or to help support you, you can bring a block. Let me show you. Bring your block on your left hip to help support you. Lengthen through your spine. Keep your back leg straight. Lift your chest up. And hold here. When you're ready, bring your hands down and shift your left leg to the back to come back on your tabletop. And then we can change the side. Bring your right knee in between your hands and lengthen your leg. Make sure that your hips are facing forward and bring the block to support you like I showed you on the other leg. And from here you can lengthen your spine, push your chest forward. And hold. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And from here, when you're ready to release, push using your arms and shift your leg back to a table position. And then from here, you can find a nice reclined position. You can take your left arm to your side and bend your knee, your right knee, and place it on the top of your left thigh. Am I doing it the right position? Okay. Take your left hand on the side and bend your left knee and place your foot on the right thigh. And from here you can start to twist to the right. Make sure that both your shoulders are on the mat. And when you're ready, you can take your hand and place it gently on your left thigh. And find a nice gentle twist. Breathe in and out through your nose. When you're ready, let your hand come back down and release. Put your leg back on the floor. Gonna do it on the other direction now. My wall is limiting me, so I'll move to this side. So this time it's gonna be the right hand out on your side, right leg bended, and right foot placed on the left thigh. And then when you're ready, twist to the left and make sure that both your shoulders are on the mat to find a nice stretch, a nice twist. And then you can place your left hand on your right thigh like that. Do not pull, just place it gently to help deepen the twist. And then from here, you can let go of your hand, let go of your thigh, and bring your feet back to the mat. While you're on here, bend both your knees and let your feet be as wide as your mat, and then your knees can come, or your thighs and knees can come to rest on each other like that. Keep a nice long spine and your body flat on the mat. Maybe your palms facing up, and just relax and find a nice resting position here. Close your eyes. Unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders. You can stay here as long as you need to. Taking nice organic breaths. Breathing in and out through your nose. Let your body sink into the mat. With every exhale, sink more and more into your mat. Just let go, let it all go. And when you're ready, move your feet closer together as your knees are bended. And whichever side you want to use, roll over on the side and use your one hand to push slowly up back into a seated position. Soften your gaze and bring your hands to touch your body. And thank yourself for having made it through the class. Thank yourself for having made it to the mat today, to this practice, to this class. And thank your body for being able to do all these postures and poses. And take 3 deep breaths. Exhale through your mouth. The goodness in me sees the goodness in you. Thank you for joining me, and may we meet again.